Hi guys, I hope all of you are well and life is well and you are well and everyone is well. Hello, 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 hello. Alright, let me just check. Alright. Yes. Hi guys, how are you all? Today we are going to be talking about 5-year LLB 2025 MHCT overall strategy. So how do you prepare in the next 3 months and what should be our preparation guide? How do we go about it? What will be the subjects that we will have to prepare? How will we prepare those subjects? Mock test, everything we are going to be talking about in today's video. Hi, I am Kriti Bhatnagar, your legal reasoning educator at 12 minutes to CLAT. So if any of you is preparing for MHCET or CUET examination, then we also have launched a course recently called as the UNNATI 2025. It is a complete batch 5-year MHCET Law 2025 course batch. In this, all your 5 subjects are covered. There are evening classes so that there is no clash with your school, and in those classes the syllabus of all the 5 subjects are taken by the respective educators and they complete the syllabus, and you also get mock test, sectional test, so that you can make sure you are practicing. Even after that, if there is any doubt left, then you can also ask us questions on the doubt tab. There are doubt classes and you can get your doubts resolved as well. So if any of you is preparing for the MHCET examination, then you can come and enroll with us in the batch. You can use code Kriti B if you like my teaching method for additional discount on the batch. I will be taking your legal reasoning section, so if any of you wish to prepare for the MHCET examination, this is the course for you. If you want to have a more structured preparation, then definitely this is a course for you. You have evening classes so that you also get time to self-prepare and make sure that you are getting ahead for the examination. If any of you is preparing for CUET and that is your focus, then we have launched another course called as a SANGHARSH 2025. This is a complete batch for 5-year CUET Law 2025. Any of you wish to enroll for the same, then you can do so. Again, you can use code Kriti B for additional discount on the course. The description box has the link to all the courses. In any case, if you still are not able to find it out, you can download our app from your app store, 12 minutes to CLAT, or you can visit the website 12minutes2clat.com. The description box has the link to everything. So we will be now talking about the MHCET overall strategy that you should be taking up for preparing for the MHCET exam. So now we know that the date of the examination is in April 2025. So we have good 3 months to prepare for the exam, which is going to be our January, February, and March, right? So we have 3 months to prepare for the exam. Now the number one doubt that is generally going to be in your mind after listening to this is 3 months enough to prepare for the examination? So first of all, let me be very clear. Yes, yes, and yes. And if anybody ever tells you no, 3 months is not enough, they are all making fool ye wo, don't believe it. You only have to believe in yourself. It is not a very tough examination that you will not be able to crack. In the exam, in fact, there is no negative marking as well. 3 months is definitely enough. There's English, maths, logical, which anyway you would be good at, and something extra that you would have to do would be legal and current affairs, and that we will do together. So don't worry about it. Remove this doubt from your mind that you can't clear the exam. You can and you shall and you will clear the MHCET examination. Now there are 5 sections in the MHCET exam, in case somebody is not aware about it. So there is legal aptitude and legal reasoning, general knowledge and current affairs, logical and analytical reasoning, English and maths. These are the 5 sections that are asked in the MHCET 5-year LLB examination. Your exam is going to be of 2 hours, and in those 2 hours you are going to be asked 150 questions. For each question you get a +1 mark, and there is no negative marking. So when there is no negative marking, generally it is advised that you must attend all the questions that have been asked in the exam, so that even if you are fluking, that also works in your favor. Sometimes it does, right? So 150 marks the exam is, and 150 questions are asked that you have to answer in 2 hours time period. Now, the 5 sections are divided in such a manner that legal aptitude, there'll be 40 questions asked for 40 marks. General knowledge, there'll be 30 questions asked for 30 marks. Logical reasoning, 40 questions asked for 40 marks. Maths, 10 questions asked for 10 marks. And English, 30 questions asked for 30 marks. This is going to be our division of marks and the sections in the MHCET examination. Now coming to the most important part, which is what do we have to prepare in the next 3 months. So if you look at legal aptitude and legal reasoning, they basically want to test whether you are able to, so legal reasoning section is of 2 parts, right? Legal aptitude and second part is going to be legal reasoning. So what is the difference between both? Legal reasoning means that they will give you a principle, and on the basis of principle, you will apply that to a fact given in the question. Example, there'll be a principle provided to you in which it is given that if anybody kills someone else with intention, it is murder. Now the facts say that A, trying to defend himself from somebody attacking him, kills the other person. Is this murder? Now the question will be on the this murder. So your options will be yes, it is murder, no, it is not murder, yes, it is murder because it has the essentials of murder, no, it is not murder because it does not have the essentials of murder. So in such a scenario, the answer will be no, it is not murder because it does not have the essentials of murder. So on the basis of that principle, you answered the question in the facts. This is legal reasoning. Legal aptitude is more of your GK questions. For example, they might ask you what is right to vote? Is it a fundamental right? Is it a constitutional right? Where is right to life provided? What consists of free consent in the Contract Act? So such types of questions which are more aptitude related, right? Coming to general knowledge, so the MHCET exam consists of both general knowledge as well as current affairs. Current affairs is asked for the past 1 year, but we are going to be putting our focus on the past 6 months majorly. Apart from that, what is going to be asked in general knowledge? Now I understand general knowledge is vast, so we have to focus on the important questions, like for example history related, geography related, civics related, and your reports that came this year, certain awards that were given this year. These are more important questions. They do not dwell too much into the facts. They will ask you mostly relevant questions only. So if you have prepared average enough, you will be able to go ahead. Third section is going to be our logical and analytical reasoning. So it comprises of CR, AR as well. So there are questions on statement assumption, statement conclusion. There are questions on bloodline. There is questions on puzzle test. There are questions on your seating arrangement. Such type of questions. English, vocabulary and grammar, and reading comprehension are the 3 sections that can be asked. And basic maths, like maths up till your 10th class, profit and loss, ratio proportions, algebra, average, these type of questions can be asked in the MHCET examination. Now, before we talk about strategy to prepare each section, there are some general tips I want to talk about. So first is time management, right? See, all of us want to clear the exam, and I am with you, and I definitely know you dedicatedly wish to clear the exam, but that road, that journey you will have to take by putting in your time in your preparation. Okay, I understand sometimes you feel like my friends are not studying so much, why do I have to study so much? And I understand that, and I resonate with you, but the hard work that you put in today will reap you fruits years later, and that is okay. Sometimes the key to success is patience, and that is fine. Okay, so it's okay if right now you have to work hard and your friends are not working hard. They are themselves going into a well. You are not. You're going towards your journey. So it is important that you put in hard work, because everybody will remember the success, but you will remember the hard work. So definitely put in your time and efforts into the exam. So make sure that each section you allocate time. So generally, what do I suggest? as we have 5 sections in the exam. So GK and current affairs must be done by you every day. So see, for example, if you enroll in the course, the Unnati course that I told you about, MHCET, you will have classes. Okay, apart from the classes, so with the classes you will be doing the syllabus. Apart from the classes, make sure that you are giving some time to your self preparation. In that self preparation, take GK and current affairs daily. Maybe revise your current affairs of September, current affairs of October, that way. Secondly, take 2 subjects every alternate day. So for example, today you picked up English and legal reasoning, and tomorrow you are going to be taking logical reasoning and maths. So this way you should divide your self preparation time, so that you are giving you're putting your focus on the subjects, on all the subjects conceptually wise, concept wise. So 2 subject practice every day is very important, with current affairs and GK being revised daily. Now coming to mock test, make sure that you are giving full length mock test and with time allocation. See, the point of putting a time stamp on the exam day is they know you know. Okay, we know, they know, we know, you know. But the point is they want to check whether you can perform under the pressure of time or not. So make sure that your mocks are time managed. Sit for the mock only for 2 hours and not more than that. Last month, like your March, should be more about revising GK, practicing a lot of questions, so that you are able to work upon all the mistakes you have done. And your speed and accuracy should be your focus. As I told you, time is the key, and daily practice. Okay, so we will be making sure that we are daily taking questions for practice. So even if your concepts are not complete, don't wait for completion of concept, because I'll tell you what the problem is. Concept सबको आता है, मुझे भी आता है, आपको भी आता है. But if I don't know how to practice, then I will not know what kind of questions can be asked. And I will not know how do I have to answer this question. So it is not important how much of a concept I understand. The good part is that I should practice so that I know how to apply it in the exam. Now talking about the strategy of each section. We'll start with legal reasoning, which is my subject. So as I told you, in the legal reasoning section, there is legal reasoning as well as legal aptitude. Both questions related to both sections are, both points are asked. They can ask you legal principle question, assertion reason questions, legal facts, and application based questions. So these are the 4 types of different questions that can be asked in the exam. Now your legal reasoning section consists of 5 laws: law of torts, contract law, criminal law, constitutional law, and miscellaneous laws. Miscellaneous laws is a plethora of topics, but we will do the most important ones. For example, IPR, for example, Consumer Protection Act, for example, family law, and a little bit of admin law. These are going to be our most important miscellaneous laws from which questions can be asked. And in the MHCET exam, because they ask you legal aptitude questions, so they can also ask you landmark judgments. For example, they might ask you in which case it was held that preamble is a part of the constitution. So it is Keshavananda Bharti case. So that way, such questions can be asked. Now these 5 subjects, you need to make sure that you are understanding the concepts. Either you can do it through classes. So as I told you, we have the Unnati batch. In the Unnati batch, we are completing the syllabus. We are taking up the laws. So if you want, you can join the batch. There will be evening classes and you can understand the concepts through that. Or if you want to self-study, then that is your call definitely. You can just watch the classes on YouTube that are available, or you can just Google Law of Torts PDF. You will find a lot of PDF with material provided, so you can study through that. Now secondly, so how do you cover the concepts? Classes or via YouTube. Now certain book that I would like to recommend, you can practice question through Universal, but a caveat, the problem is it has some answers that are given wrong. So if you have someone who you are studying with, you can just tally with them that if the question to that particular question is wrong or right. Apart from that, major practice of legal reasoning section has to be done through PYQ question practice. A lot of times it has been seen that in the MHCET exam, they re-ask the questions that used to be asked in the CLAT previous pattern, or the ALET previous pattern, or MHCET previous year questions, or SLAT previous year questions. So you can refer to any previous year questions book. There is a book called as Disha Experts, previous year questions for legal reasoning. You can practice through that, and you will be good to go with regard to practice. Apart from that, there'll be mocks available on the 12minutes2clat.com website. You can practice mocks through that, with respect to legal reasoning section. And if you join the classes, like I take legal reasoning section, in my class what happens is that you come and attend the class, the concept is taken. After each class, I provide you with a PDF with questions. So through those PDF also you can practice more questions. So your practice will be thoroughly done through that. If you wish to, then you can practice through that. Now, coming to GK and current affairs, so two books or sources that I can recommend is Lucent GK. It is for your general knowledge, like not current affairs part, for your GK part, in which your major focus should be history, geography, social science. And GK today is something you can study for your current affairs. Apart from that, if you join the course, then definitely Kesha sir is going to be taking your classes. So your current affairs will be 100% sorted with GK as well. So static GK में these are the topics that we'll have to cover. Now current affairs is a very huge discussion of topics, right? So obviously you can't be studying it all. Make sure that you are studying all the important awards given in a particular period, sports related issues, national international events that were of higher scale, appointments that were important this year. These will be very important to be studied. Apart from that, you can study the newspaper, but if you're not a newspaper person, it is okay. It is not an issue. ठीक है, I understand it happens. It happened with me, so I can relate with you. Then you can just refer the compendiums. You can refer the 12 minutes to CLAT compendium or any compendium that you wish to study from. And static GK के लिए, as I told you, Lucent GK will be fine. Coming to English, so English, what are the topics that can be asked in the exam? Reading comprehension related questions are asked. They'll give you a paragraph on the basis of which they'll ask you 3 to 4 questions. Now they might ask you vocabulary related question based on the passage. Vocab questions are asked, synonyms, antonyms, word usage, idioms, phrases, grammar related, clause test, para jumble, sentence completion. These are going to be the topics that we have to study for English. Again, with respect to English, because we have also been doing English through school, so English is comparatively easier than legal and GK. So make sure you're practicing as much as possible. Comprehension based questions, vocab based questions. There are a lot of apps that are there for vocab related questions. English related, you will find extreme material on the internet through which you can practice. If you don't wish to, then through the UNNATI course, the course will cover your concepts and the practice as well. So for English, just make sure that certain habits you are developing. For example, reading editorials, because that helps you with comprehension skills. If you are not able to understand a particular article in the newspaper, you can just watch it on YouTube, its explanation, so that you understand what it was saying. Your skills develop. Vocab notebook you can maintain and make sure that you're revising the words, right? Because we obviously forget. You can practice grammar questions. There is a book for that called as Red and Martin. You can practice your English grammar related questions through this. You can solve 2 to 3 RC passages. Again, you'll get on Google very easily RC passages for practice with answers PDF. You'll get it. Then new words to be learned daily. Apply it in your everyday usage so that you are able to remember it well. The only way I have realized how can we remember something is revising it constantly. Keep on revising it, using those words daily. Because see, how do we remember a particular anything, any song or anything? How do we remember it? By saying it again and again. Same goes for current affairs and vocab words. You can use apps like vocabulary.com, WordPar Made Easy. If this is a book through which you can practice English vocab questions, practice para jumbles, and clause test also you can attempt through various websites. Now, coming to logical reasoning section. So, two books that you can refer for this, M.K. Pandey and Arihant. What kind of questions can be asked? So, syllogism, assumption, conclusion, cause, effect, statement, argument, assertion, reasoning, series, sequences, pattern recognition, mirror and water images, blood relations, directions, puzzles, coding, decoding, clock, calendar, sitting arrangement. All these questions you can find in these two books. Apart from that, for concepts, if you are enrolled in the course, so the classes will cover it. If you're not enrolled in the course, then you can just watch some YouTube video on these topics to understand the concept, and through these books or through any internet source you can practice a lot of questions, right? Now, coming to certain general preparation tips with regard to logical reasoning. So, you can refer to R.S. Agrawal's book as well, A Modern Approach to Verbal and Non-Verbal Reasoning, if you don't want to go on internet and search a lot. If you're in the classes, enrolled in the classes, then that will be fine. You don't have to do anything extra. And make sure you have dedicated time slots for practice of these questions. 2-3 critical reasoning questions should be solved by you, and make sure that you are timing the practice. Don't take 30 minutes to practice 2 questions. Now, coming to maths, percentage, profit and loss, time and work, average, ratio proportion, simple and compound interest, linear equation, quadratic equation. These are going to be the topics that we have to make sure that we are doing for maths: circles, triangles, perimeter, area, volume, surface, bar graph, pie chart, line graphs. So this is something that we have to make sure that we are doing for our MHCET preparation. Now, again, some general gyan. What happens is that in the MHCET, because maths is of 10 marks, generally students think that there is no point in doing a lot of maths, because anyway, maths is weak and it is only for 10 marks, let's leave it. I am telling you, please do not leave maths, okay? Because like you, all the other students are also thinking the same, that let's leave maths. And then GK is very unpredictable. It can be any question, right? Current affairs could be any question. So if your maths is good and your current affairs is fine, so whatever marks you lose in current affairs by chance, you can gain through your math section. Don't leave it. If your maths is weak, then जैसे मैंने आपको बताया 2 sections alternate days कर लो, उसे maths आप daily करना फिर. Just make sure you are doing maths daily, because that is your weak section. See what you do. Start doing the concept, and a week later give a mock test. Through that mock, you will realize that what are your weakest subjects. Find out your 2 weakest subjects through that mock, because abhi next 2 months you have to do this. In those 2 weakest subjects, you practice 2 to 4 questions daily. You will see a huge improvement in the coming 20-30 days itself. So that way your marks will improve. Don't leave any subject, even if it is your weakest. If you make sure you're practicing it, you are understanding the concept, there is nothing, no alpha, beta, gamma can not be understood. You can definitely do it, right? So make sure that you're doing that, and practice is going to be your key. So make sure you're giving as many mocks as possible, and whatever mocks you are giving, you make sure you analyze them for all the wrong questions that you have done, and you will definitely clear the exam. This is going to be my strategy for MHCET exam for all of you. And if any of you wish to enroll in the course, so as I told you, we have UNNATI, the course for 5-year MHCET law. We have started the classes, but there is not a lot of backlog as of yet. We are yet to go full into the preparation. So you can definitely visit our website 12minutes2clat.com, or download the app from the App Store, Play Store, and just check out the website for yourself if you wish to. And I really hope to see that you make to your dream law school, and you fulfill your dreams and make big in life, just make sure that you are focused onto the preparation. ठीक है. Now what हो सकता है, some of you are still confused कि मैम ये सब सुन के हमें कुछ समझ नहीं आया. तो देखो, first just sit down and decide what do you want to do. Do you want to self prepare or do you want to go for a matlab scheduled preparation? Then you can decide whether you want to go with someone or us or anybody. If you want to go self prepare, then that is also okay. Just remember that you just first thing what you have to do, pick up any MHCET exam question paper, sample paper, anything that you can find. Okay? Just see the type of questions that are asked so that you are familiar with the paper. Then understand what sections you are good at and what sections you are just not able to comprehend. Just for example, current affairs would be something you would not understand. Legal might be something, if you are prepared for other exams तो हो सकता है legal आता हो. And logical में analytical reasoning might be something you are not very prepared about. So that is okay. Start with those sections that you don't know anything about, so that in the coming time you can practice them more and more. अब जैसे English है, English हो सकता है that a lot of you are aware about, तो you just go and practice some RC questions. Just go and make your vocab copy and start writing your vocab क्या बोलते हैं words in the copy. And from tomorrow, make a to-do list. Today I'll practice 4 RC questions. Today I'll practice 10 CR questions. Today I'll practice 15 legal reasoning questions. I'll do concepts of law of torts today. Just make a to-do list and try to see how much of it are you able to complete. Make sure that you're completing it that day itself. If there is some unexpected thing happening, then you can take it to the next day, and that way you go on with your syllabus and your mock test. Dedicate certain days that these days I'll be sitting for a mock no matter what. So this is how you prepare for the exam. And all right, I hope I made sense, and I shall see you in the classes. Thank you so much guys, and take care. Pradne, every year there is a matlab alag score, so we can't really say. Every year the cutoff is different. But yeah, 110 plus तो मतलब I'm sure मतलब कर लेते हैं score. ठीक है. How many hours class is there on a day? 2 to 3. ठीक है. So alright guys, thank you so much. The description box has the link to all your queries, and you can visit the website. You can ask your questions to the number and the assistance number provided as well. And thank you so much. Take care. Have a great day. Have a great week. I hope to see you in the classes. If any of you prepare with us, then you can use my code Kriti B for additional discount. And see you soon. Thank you. And bye guys.